Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I hope all is well with you. So I left you guys on a cliffhanger with the last one. We went through majority of it, but we're gonna finish it on through with the last few um story time videos. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into it so we can finish this out. So far though, she threw me for a loop. I'm starting to believe that this is just something she came up with, something, maybe she maybe she's like an author, not by right of actually writing books, but she's creative clearly. She had me once she said that 75% of her the person's body was burnt with third-degree burns. I knew it wasn't a real life story. Or I don't think it is. So we'll see. Like I said, we're going to get into it and let's see how this plays out and what she says.
Honey, I think I dreamed about Sunday dinner last night. Demise, what we eat? I'm ready for Sunday dinner, y'all. Grab your plate, grab your foot, grab your spoon. Let's go. Part 16. So when you left LA, you already had a plan in place. While you was in LA, you hired a private investigator to follow Ken as well as his sister. You can learn their routines and they move. So when you come down here, you pretty much ready. So you end up landing in the city on a Friday. Fridays was Ken day to actually go to what? The club. According to your private investigator, every Friday he would go to the club around 11 o'clock p.m. So you was already there, sitting in the corner, blacked out, getting you a dance from a beautiful bitch that just came off stage. You see Ken walk in. Ken walk in, he goes to the bar, and then he gets a dance. This is the dancer that you've seen in photos, so this must be one of his favorite dancers. So for the next couple weeks, every Friday you was at this club before he comes to the club, and you see him get the exact same dancer every time. So you had a plan. So that third Friday, you got to the club a little extra early because you had a motherfucking proposition for his favorite dance. So you end up calling her over to the corner. Yes, bitch, you got some corn. So you know that bitch is coming. You ask her for a lap dance. She dancing on you. You talking to her. Like, hey, you want to make some big money? She like, what you mean some big money? I got a proposition for you. While she dancing, I'm listening. Then go to say, you know that guy that comes in here every Friday? Tall, caramel. Oh, Ken. Ken. Yeah, I know him. What's up? So you ask her, has he ever left with you outside of this club? Maybe once, but it's been a while. So you say, I need you to do that again. How much we talk? You tell her you'll give her $1,200. She can get Ken to a hotel room. And that's all she has to do. That's all I gotta do. That's all you gotta do, baby girl. You get her $600 up front and tell you, I hope that you're a woman of your word because I don't want to have to come back up here. It will not be nice. She tell you she promises you she gonna get him to a hotel room. You get her number, you give her your number, and then you end up leaving the club before he even comes. You want all the smoke. So you go out to your car and you sit in your car and you wait. Ken pulls up. You see Ken going to the club and you wait out there for about 2 hours before Ken walks out with his favorite dancer. When Ken walks out with the favorite dancer, you know where she's about to take him to. So you end up getting on the phone with your dad. You ask your dad, you need 3 goons. Tell you what side. Big niggas. Bring them here. So your daddy end up saying, give me a place on where they need to be and when they need to be there, baby girl, and I got you. Are you on the phone with your dad? You end up getting a text message from old girl. So you able to tell your daddy where and when they need to be. She gives you another text. We're here. You pull up about 15 minutes after the text message and they still there. You tell her to open the door. So the 3 guys go in. You go in last. You walk through the door and Ken looks so fucking shocked to see you. Brian, you thought I was gone, nigga, right? No. You thought I was gone, huh? No, mission failed. So what you finna do? You finna unalive me? Maybe. Who knows? So you walking that motherfucking bitch like Madam Ho. You like, get this nigga. You give old girl the other half of her money and tell her that she was never there. I was never here. And she leaves. So while Ken laying in the bed, half dressed, getting his ass beat the fuck up, you walk over there with your pum pum. You tell him the next time you try to unalive somebody, do it like this. One shot to the head. Ken. You know the rest. You put your hood on your head and tell them to go ahead and clean up their mess. Well, your mess. You go back to your car. You drive off. Nancy's sister turn. Honey, I think I dreamed about Sunday dinner last night. Chemise.
Look, Lily, like, time to walk that sister and Jude. Damn, showtime. Time to eat. Feed me. Let's get in part 17 of Sunday dinner. So you laying down in your bed at the Four Seasons Hotel. It's been a few weeks since Ken's on the live. Heart drops a little bit, but you don't panic. You answer the phone very confidently. Hello? Hello, Miss Rain. Yep, who is this? This is Detective Steve. I'm calling you about your case with Mr. Ken, Mr. Cooper. Oh, yes, sir. How can I help you? I was just calling to inform you that Ken was unalived a few weeks ago. Tone does not change at all. Oh, okay. Is there anything else I can help you with? Miss Rain, I just told you that the man who tried to unalive you was unalived a few weeks ago. And I told you, oh, okay. Is there anything else I can help you out with? Then goes to say, I thought you would have a little bit more emotion about it. Detective, this man tried to unalive me by fire. Man that I loved, unalive me. Why would I give a fuck? Oh, I understand, Miss Raw. We had a very great relationship. Tried to unalive me. Love. I was with for almost a year. Put up with unalive me by fire. This man tried to unalive me by fire. Man that I loved, I was with for almost a year. Put up with some things from him, but overall, we had a very great relationship. Tried to unalive me. Why would I give a fuck? Oh, I understand, Miss Ryan. Well, thank you for calling and informing me. You hang up the phone. You knew it was gonna be some heat on you from it, so you decided to wait before you get to Ty. This is sister. You had a different type of plan for her, one that she'll never see coming. In the meantime, you checked out a few of Ty's favorite spots. You know, the information that you got from the PI, but she wasn't coming to those spots anymore. You figured that things had changed because of the unalignment of her brother. Maybe her routine had changed, so you decided to get in contact with your PI to have them follow Ty again, so that you can get some updated information on how she moving them. When you got the information back a few weeks later from the PI about Ty's move, they had changed. With the information provided to you by the PI, you notice that there's two places that she visits very often. One being the bar, and she also goes to this grief group every Wednesday. You do remember that you in college, right? Or that you was in college. Okay. You got this friend from college who was in your group. You were a nursing student who was also a dancer on the side. You decide to hit her up. So you like, hey girl. It's like, oh my God, Rain. Hey girl. He automatically knew your voice. It had been a minute since y'all spoke. So y'all decided to catch up a little bit. She told you that she's almost done with school and that she's still dancing a little bit on the side. But bitch, where have you been? You gave her a little fake tale about what's going on. You didn't really want her in the video, but you wanted her to help you out. You ask her if she's seeing anybody. She tell you no right now that she's seeing and she is out here dating them. You say, hey, can I hook you up with somebody? Like a blind date, like a double date. You like, no, more of like a coincidence. She said, bitch, quit talking around in circles and tell me what you're talking about. So you like, hey, it's this girl. She's a really pretty girl. She got a little money. I need you to make her fall in love with you for me. You need me to make Ryan, come on, be for real. What's this about? Still didn't get her the real. You came up with something elaborate about what she did, and you just kind of want some get back. You told her that you will pay her for her service if she'll be willing to do it. She like, pay me how much you talking about. So you like, okay, boom. How about I pay for the rest of your time in nursing school? That way, the money that you're making from dance, it can be your money for your extracurricular activity. She like, bitch. Pay my way through nursing school the whole semester. Right. The whole semester. Test two, in the book. In the book. Hell yeah, bitch, I'm down. Just tell me what to do. You got excited. Cause yes, this about to be a master plan. You tell your friend, we're gonna name her Alicia, that you want her to join the grief group and act as if she just lost her fiance or her partner, her spouse. You know what I mean? To also coincidentally go to the bar as well. She tells you, okay, that sounds like a good enough plan. She can make it happen. Periodically getting updates from Alicia. You getting pictures of her and Ty together. You see Ty start to change her relationship status on social media, posting pictures with Alicia. I mean, she is actually doing what you need her to do. And you are holding up your end of the bargain by paying for nursing school. It's been about 6 months. Yes, bitch, 6 months. You end up getting a call from Alicia. She lets you know that Ty is taking her to Jamaica for the weekend. She thinks that she's going to be proposing to her. You get the information from Alicia and you book yourself a flight to Jamaica, the alias information that your daddy gave you. Know that you cannot use your real name. fly down to Jamaica. And when you got to Jamaica, bitch, you was on the mission. You were following him around and very discreet, not saying. You see the proposal. Ty actually did propose to Alicia. He must have put that shit down on her. And Alicia did accept. You assuming that your friend might be in love with this. So this might deter your plans. Later on that night, outside of where everything was. You talk to Alicia and you ask Alicia, are you falling for Ty? Alicia tells you, bitch, no. It's part of the plan, right? I would never fall in love with a bitch that'll do that to my friend. This is just a part of the game, right? Right? Bitch, my nigga. I'll give each other a hug and y'all part ways. Ty and Alicia waited a couple days. They was in Jamaica for quite some time. They decided they wanted to go out to the club. This was time for you to put your plan into play. While they at the club, everybody jammed at that bum bar having a good time out there in Jamaica. Ty's ordering bottles after bottles, shots after shot over there at the booth that she got at the club. While Ty stumbled to the room with Alicia, they was walking down the street. Somebody walking past stuck Ty with a syringe, causing her to immediately collapse. She ended up being transported by ambulance to the best hospital in Jamaica. She was in an induced coma for about 4.5 days before she finally woke up. When she woke up, Alicia was right there by her side, holding her hand like the fiance she should be. When the doctors walked in, doctors have been doing tests on Ty since the day that she arrived. On this particular day, they bring in somebody to do tests on her reflex. They were trying to see if Ty had a reflex and she did not. They took a pin up her toes and asked her if she could feel it, blink. She did not blink. They went up her leg. If you could feel this, blink. She did not blink. They went from the tip of her fingers all the way up to her arm. If you feel this, blink. She does not blink. They repeat the same steps on the other side. She did not blink until they got up to her neck. This analysis, the doctors went out of the room, did not come back for another 30 to 45 minutes. They told Ty as well as Alicia they was sorry to inform, but Ty was paralyzed from the neck down. Could not conclude if it would be temporary or if it's permanent. As of right now, Ty was devastated. He was crying balls of tears. She could not speak because she was too. And Alicia was telling her, comforting her, letting her know that she was right there for her. Fake ass. After about 2 months, Ty and Alicia came back from Jamaica back to the States. Because Ty was unable to take care of herself and Alicia was her fiance, Ty made Alicia a POA. That means power of attorney. You end up having a meeting with Alicia over coffee. And Alicia told that she's actually going to stay with her. She's going to be with Ty for beneficial reasons. And, she's just going to be doing what she doing. Bitch, that one part of the plan. Alicia tells you not to worry. You are my bitch. You put me on a lifetime leave. I would never incriminate us like that. Ex, are you sure? Bitch, you need a little reassurance. She lets you know that she got you and she thanks you for the leave. Ty ain't such a bad bitch. She can stick this out. Alicia lets you know that she has to go pick up Ty medicine and bitch, thank you again. She leave. You sit there and you drink your coffee for a little while. You were sitting down enjoying your coffee. You end up getting a call from your PI. He lets you know that he had eyes on you and that she had recently moved to the island. So what's your next move? Look, she like, this some good shit here. Ah, shit, good. This the new TikTok TV. Well, let's go ahead and get into part 8. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all got one more motherfucking time. Y'all ain't even got one more motherfucking time to goddamn harass me about these stories. Guess I'm showing off my tattoo. Let me go get it too. So since everything went down, you went back and stayed in LA with your dad. You had a nice life there. You end up opening up a yoga studio. Your dad ended up putting you as head of operations for his business, and you was making money all around the board. After everything that went down, you and Alicia, y'all actually became close. She graduated from nursing school. She ended up becoming the head nurse at the hospital she was working in. Her and Ty adopted a daughter. All this while you in LA. So you end up getting a phone call from Alicia one day, pretty random and out of the blue, and she was informing you that Ty's and Ken's mom had passed away due to cardiac arrest. She tells you, bitch, I am rich as fuck. I would never leave this life. She like, ho, you put me on to a lifetime leak, bitch, and I cannot tell you how happy I am, how appreciative I am. You like, what you talking about? I put you on the lifetime leak. Because what the fuck you trying to do? Incriminate me, bitch? The fuck? So she goes, if you would have never introduced me to Ty, I would have never found love, would have never found as much wealth as I have. Because when Ty moms passed away, she left everything to Ken and Ty. And because Ken is gone, Ty gets everything. That means Alicia gets everything. So you ask Alicia, bitch, are you in love with her or are you in love with her money? Alicia said, one thing that ain't never changed about me, bitch, I'm in love with the money. She a cool bitch too, though. She also tell you Ty has been going through some treatment to try and get her mobility back again, but nothing is working. She's still paralyzed. So Alicia tells you, she goes, friend, I love Ty. I would really love to have all her money to myself. So you say, what you mean, friend? She said, I think I'm thinking about unaliving Ty. You hang up the phone. Because why would you tell me something like that? She called you back. Bitch, you answer. She laughing on the phone hard as fuck. Bitch, I'm just playing. Yeah, all right. Y'all end up hanging up the phone not before she invited you out for her 35th birthday. She asked you if you'd be able to come down to the city to help celebrate her birthday. She sent you an invite. You told her that you would let her know. Y'all end up hanging up the phone. Later on that day, your daddy had you go out and run for errands for him. He wanted you to go and get his dry cleaning. Now, on your way to get the dry cleaning, this traffic is bagged the fuck up right now. You look over to your right, you look over to your left, and it looks like you're stuck on the bridge. And the traffic is starting to move. As traffic is moving, you see somebody walking up the street. Ken? Nah. Nah, they can't be him. That's just somebody that looks like him. Make it up to the dry cleaner, but nobody's at the front register. You ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Somebody come from the back. Person walking towards you. No, it can't be Ken. You close your eyes and reopen them, and it's not Ken. You get your daddy's dry cleaning and then you leave. On your way to take your daddy back his dry clean, one of your yoga students told you about a restaurant called Egg Sluts down there in Los Angeles. You decided to check it out. You order your food and then you waiting. A guy walks through the door. You're glancing down at your phone and you look up for just a brief moment. The fuck is going on with me? You're seeing Ken everywhere. You get your food and you hurry up and go back to the house to shut yourself in. Bitch, you need some motherfucking isolation because what's going on? You end up getting a call from your PI later on that day. Who's giving you updates on Alicia and Jules. He tells you that Jules stays in the island, that she is still pregnant, it's like she's about to pop, and if I wanted to take care of her. Have a moment of silence and decide, no, I don't want to do anything to Jules. You have a heart, bitch. This is not you. You was just seeking revenge. Spit on my grave type shit. You didn't want to hurt a mother. You decided to just let Jules be. Live alone in the island. Be a single mother. That's revenge enough for you. A PI tell you there is something that Alicia did not disclose, and you ask, what is that? Alicia has been getting really, really cozy. One of those detectives that was working on the case for Ken. She's been having an affair with him on Ty. Is that why she's trying to get rid of Ty? She done fell in love with the officer. So you tell your PI to stay on her. Collect all the information that he can, all the evidence that he can, because you never know. You might need it. Few weeks went by. It was almost time for Alicia's birthday party. You was still contemplating on going. I mean, she was a friend, right? You decided to go ahead and go. I mean, you feel like the bitch is solid. Why wouldn't she be? My damn son eating me up now. You go ahead and check for flight. You book your flight to go back to the city. Arrive in the city, you check in a hotel, and you don't tell nobody that you're there yet. You go ahead and you go out for some retail therapy. You out for your retail therapy, you end up running into one of the girls that was in your group from nursing school. She gives you the biggest hug and say that she did not know that you was here. She actually haven't seen or heard from you in quite some time. She thought something bad had happened to you, not knowing something bad did happen to you. Y'all caught up a little bit while doing a little shopping. Y'all end up going y'all separate ways. While you driving home, you decided to visit Ken's grave. A PI told you where it was. You wanted to make sure that this man was really gone. Because why was you seeing him everywhere around LA? Went to the grave and it was real. It was Ken's tombstone right there in your face. Spit on it. That's what the fuck you get. Sat right there and you talk your shit. I didn't want to do that. You made me do that. That's not who I am. I was a lover girl. I just was gonna leave you alone. Why would you do that? You get what you deserve. And then you left. So nighttime was here, bitch. You went back to the hotel, you went and got dressed, and you called and let Alicia know that you was in the city. She was fucking excited that you was here because she knew that you knew how to have a good time. It's time for the birthday party. And bitch, you looking fly. You got on this gold silky dress, one shoulder, boobs up and out. Okay? Good vibe. Did you make it to the party? You make it there about 45 minutes late. Everybody is seems like the whole motherfucking city is at this bitch's party. She got an elaborate party. She got an ice sculpture of herself. She got pictures of herself all around this party. It's decorated with like a gold and green theme. I mean, she went all out for her 35th birthday. Walk over there to the area where Alicia is, and she greets you with the biggest smile and the warmest hug. You look behind her once she moves, and you see Ty sitting there in her chair. She looks up at you. Rain, Rain, I thought you was Rain. How? Rain, what you thought I was? Dead? Dead? No, no, no. I thought you moved. Go, oh, no, I've been here. So she asks Alicia, How does she know you? Alicia tell her, we went to school together. This was my nursing book. Ty goes to the bed, and you're looking at their conversation. You can't hear anything that they saying. It does look like Ty is very concerned. You could read Alicia lips saying, what do you mean? You thought she was dead? Why would she be dead? What happened to her? You read Ty's lip. We'll talk about it when we get home. Alicia said, okay, because this is my birthday and I'm trying to have a good time. I is looking at you all night as if she just seen her favorite ghost. On the dance floor, I'm still alive. She like, this some good shit here. Ah, shit good. This the new TikTok TV. Well, let's go ahead and get into part 8. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Y'all got one more motherfucking time. Y'all ain't even got one more motherfucking time to goddamn harass me.
Dag, what do y'all think of this? Now, like I said, I think this is something that she just created a scenario, but regardless of the fact, she had me hook, line, and sinker. I was tuned in from, video to video to video. I was gone. I was lost in the sauce. So let me know what y'all think of this situation. The dynamics for them to go from two loving people who loved each other and cared for each other so deeply to the point where they flipped the switch completely and did a complete 180, and now it's a thing of um they're trying to off each other and successfully offs one of the one successfully offs the other, setting each other on fire. Like, this whole thing is ablaze, setting it ablaze. She set this story time ablaze. This thing was crazy. I want to know, I'm curious whether she's going to keep going with it. um but she's going down the line as far as getting her revenge, the details. She's such a good storyteller. Shout out to this content creator. She did her thing. Y'all let me know what y'all think though in the comment section. Listen, I'm still blown. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Listen, I like chocolate girl, all shades, different flavors. She a diamond and a pearl. She a goddess with a mentor, yeah. Cinnamon swirl. She relate to what I've been through,